Hi and welcome. Thank you for joining me. My name is Kristen and I'm a certified fitness instructor and occupational therapist. Why am I here today? My motivation comes from being a healthcare worker and really seeing how having a strong, healthy body helps people function in their everyday life, prevents those visits to hospital, prevents those long-term or chronic illnesses, and really allows you to participate fully in all aspects of your life. So I'm hoping to motivate others and make good, well-rounded workouts accessible to other people also. So this video is a no jump, no equipment necessary workout. Why do I do that? A lot of people have difficulties with jumping. It hurts their joints. Also, it's friendly to our neighbors, so a lot less noise. And it just makes it more, again, accessible to those who are just starting out and don't want that super high impact workout. If you are just starting, please make sure to choose those first options I give for the exercise, because I'm going to give options to make it more or less intense. I'll start with the less intense and then show you the more intense option. Take breaks as you need them, and if something's too much for you, just march in place and join us when you can. So we'll be starting with a warm-up, very active warm-up, incorporating and practicing some of the moves we're going to do in our intense circuits, followed by 30 minutes of the circuits. We've got 3 circuits of 4 exercises each. We do 30 seconds on of the exercise and 15-second break to move into the next exercise. We'll do each circuit 3 times and then move on to the next one. After that, I have a 10-minute core focused workout plan, followed by about 5 to 10 minutes of stretching and cool down. Before we get started, one last thing. If you feel any sharp pains or have any injuries in particular joints and a move gives you pain, please do not do that exercise. Stop. Join us on the next exercise. The no pain, no gain attitude is dangerous. If it's challenging, that's one thing, keep going, push through. If it's painful, that's a sign that you should stop and pull back and listen to your body. Okay? So grab your water, make some space around you, and let's get moving. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is stand with our feet about shoulder width apart. Roll those shoulders up, back and down. Contract the abdominals, palms face forward, so we're opening through the shoulder, and knees stay slightly bent. This is the posture you want to maintain throughout all exercises. Regardless if we're moving our arms or legs or not, we want to have our abs contracted, shoulders back and down. Okay, so let's get our heart rate up. We're just going to step and pull our heels to our butt. So let's go. Step, heel, step, heel. Yes. So leg curls. If you want to add a little bit of intensity, we're going to put our hands here and press, press. Okay, we'll be doing this again later with a bit more vigor to get the intensity up. Let's just go smoothly, slowly now. We want to gently increase our heart rate, get that blood flowing to all the muscles that are going to do so much work. All right, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's take it to a step touch. Step touch. Good. Again, start with your hands on your hips. If you want to take it further, you can go step, tap behind, step, tap behind. Yes. Now later on, we'll be doing something called skaters. For that, we step and we reach down. Step, reach down. So it's still step behind, reach down by bending this front leg. Yes. Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Next move we're going to practice and use as our warm-up, some knees. Knee up, right in front. Put your hand on your stomach. Feel that your abs are contracting in. You can always stay here I'm gonna add on a move where we reach and we pull to the side. Reach, pull to the side. Like our elbows are coming towards our hips. As we pull down, we really contract in the abs, pulling the belly button into the spine. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Shoulders back and down, abs tight. Next thing we're gonna practice is called a hip hinge. So knees slightly bent. We're gonna bend here at the hips. Notice my back is fairly straight. We're not bending at the waist to round our back, no. Keep the back straight, let's bend at the hips. We're gonna squeeze our hamstrings and our glutes to bring us back up to straight. Let's go down and up. Notice my knees are slightly bent, but they're not really bending too much. So you could always put your hands up at the shoulders, hip hinge forward and up. Let's do one more and up. This time we're gonna send those hips back again, but we're gonna bend the knees and sit. And come up, squeeze the glutes and the quads. Hips back, sit, and up. This is our squat. Good form by making sure our hips and our knees are well back behind our feet. There you go, now you can see my feet. Last two, and last one. One more thing we need to practice is a lunge. Big step back, shoulders back and down. Just bend this back leg and straighten. Good. Bend, and then when we come up, we push through the front heel. Go down and up. One more, down and up. Switch legs. So, big step back. Lots of space between those feet. Shoulders back and down, abs tight. Now we just bend the back leg and up. Notice my knee stays here. It does not go forwards over this toe. No, we stay back. Body goes straight down, straight up. Last two. Last one. Good work. Shake it out. All right. Now we're gonna practice our planks. So find your mat. We're gonna hinge at the hips, bend those knees. Let's walk out until our body becomes one straight line. We keep our head up, in line with our spine, but chin in. If you have trouble holding this straight and your back starts to sag like this, that means you need to go down on your knees. But you still want your hips down so that you're one line from your knees up to your shoulders. If you've been doing this a while, you hold it out in that plank. Let's walk our hands back. We're gonna sit and stand up. Let's try that one more time. This time, we're gonna practice something. Bringing our elbows up one at a time. Okay, hinge at the hips, bend those legs, let's walk out. Hold that plank. Now, if you wanna add on, take your feet a little wider, and you could practice going onto one hand, lifting the elbow up and down, other elbow up and down. If this is tricky, which it can be for a lot of people, just go down onto your knees, okay? Last two, last one. Now that we're here, let's just take 1 second, practice one push-up. We're gonna take our chest down between our hands, chest and stomach down, head stays away from the ground. Push up. That's the proper word for a push-up, not head down. Let's try one more. I lied. Chest down to the ground. Push up. Back up into that plank. Walk our hands back to our feet. Bend those legs, knees, hips, and we stand up. All right, good work. Keep those feet moving. March in place. I'm going to show you. We've got 4 exercises for that first circuit. Keep moving. I'm gonna get our timer going. And so the first 4 exercises are those skaters that we practiced in the warm-up. Okay, you could stay upright and just do step tap as an option. Second is gonna be a push-up. That's the end of our warm-up. Is a push-up, half of the push-up reach our hands out like Superman. Back, finish the push-up. Option to do the same thing on your knees. And up. Good. Third, we have that lunge that we practiced. If you want to add on, you could stay here, or you could do a lunge with a kick. Lunge, high kick. Lunge, high kick. Okay? And last but not least, we're going to do some standing side and cross crunches. So one leg, one to the side. We're going to bring knee up to elbow and knee across to the elbow. Okay, I'll cue you in as we do each one. Let me get our next timer going. Are you ready? And we'll have a 10-second count in to get ready for those skaters, our first exercise. Okay, ready? Shoulders back and down, abs tight. Let's go. Step and step. So it's step and tap behind with the foot, behind with the foot. If you want, you could add on reaching down. If you've been doing this a little while, you could try not even putting that foot down. Woo, this is hard. Then you gotta balance on that leg. Or you could put that foot down for balance. There we go. All right, we've got 15-second break to move into our push-ups. So half a push-up, reach forward, back, finish the push-up. Either on your knees or up on your feet. I'll start on my feet. We'll see how long I go. So down, reach forward. Shoulders, push up. Control. So don't just flop down. Control on the way down. If you're doing up on the feet, when you come up is the hard part. So you really got to hold that plank. If you find your back sagging, especially that lower back, you need to go down on your knees. Last one. There's our bell. Up we get. We have lunge, with or without the kick. Depends on the level of intensity that you want. So start with a big step back. I'm going to move back a bit from the side because I'm going to go lunge and up. I'm going to add in the kick. That's an option. Lunge, kick. Lunge, kick. The more comfortable you get with this, you can increase the speed a little bit. If you're not so comfortable, your balance is off, just go nice and slow. You could also just only come up to stand. Yes. Good work. We'll do the other leg next time through. Last but not least, those standing crunches. So this leg you're on, bend a little bit. Take the other leg out to the side, hands up by the shoulder. Let's knee to elbow and then across the body. Knee to elbow, knee across the body. Yes. When we come across, we're thinking of bringing the shoulder to the knee, not necessarily the elbow. Our abs run from our shoulders down to our hips, not from our elbows. So we need to bring that shoulder to the knee to really make sure we're fully engaging that core. Back to the beginning, skaters. So check in, which options did you choose? Do you need more of a challenge, less of a challenge? Choose what works for you today. Let's go, step behind, step behind. You can add, tap, down. Now when you go and tap down, we're not going low because we're just bending forward with the chest. Keep your head up above your heart and your chest when you're doing this, okay? Don't let your head go down low. We're going low because we're bending the legs. Yes. If going low is too much for you today, tap side to side. There we go. March, push up, Superman, finish push up. All right, get down, in place on our mat. Let's go. Control down, reach forward, back, push up. Option, of course, as always, is on the knees. Okay? Which third time through I may need to take. Whew. If it were longer than 30 seconds, I would definitely need to take it. Oh. Let's go. One more. And up. Good work. Lunge on the other side. So, sending out one in your mat, but make sure you have enough room to kick if you're gonna kick. Hands on hips, shoulders back and down, abs tight. Let's go. Lunge, so option 1 is staying here. Option 2, kick. Whew. Lunge, kick. Do what's comfortable for you with your hands. You could do like a runner's thing, or hands on the hips. For some reason for me, hands on my hips or hands out wide helps me with balance on this one. Again. Oh, saved by the bell. All right, side crunches on our second side. Standing side crunches. Shoulders back and down, abs tight, arms at the shoulders. Shift your weight to the other leg. Crunch and across. Side crunch, cross. So make sure, check in. The leg you're standing on, is this knee completely straight? We don't want it completely straight. Slightly bent. Don't lock the knee. Whenever we have all our weight on our legs, especially one leg, we never want to lock that knee straight completely. Last 2. Good work. One more time through this circuit. Those skaters. Then you'll get a minute break while I show you the next exercises. So, skaters again. Head up, stays up above the chest. Ready? Let's go. Step, tap behind. Step. Reach far behind with that foot. Step, down. Yes, so you could add those arms where you reach down, or you just keep them on your waist, your hips. Good. Deep breaths. Almost there. Good. That's a lot of energy in this one. This whole circuit one. It's a lot of full body energy exercises. All right. Push-ups. Choose your option. You can always change partway through. Good plank to start. Let's go. Down, reach, back. You have to be quiet during this one. Focused on keeping my abs tight, really. Core engaged as we push up. Last one for me like that. Onto my knees. Good. A few more. Good work. All right, lunges. So this time just pick a leg and I'll cue you halfway through. So big step back, shoulders back and down, abs engaged. We're gonna just bend that back leg and kick. Lunge, kick, or just a static lunge. Don't do the kick if it's not for you today. Good, 2 more. Last one, switch legs. Big step back, lunge, kick, lunge, kick. Good work. Next, standing side crunches. We'll switch halfway through. So one leg, get your weight over the one leg, knee bent, arms up. Let's crunch side and across. Side, really make sure that core is engaged. If it helps to keep your hand here to really feel those abs working, do that. Switch sides. Crunch, crunch, crunch to the side, crunch across. Side, across. Good work. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good work. Take a deep breath. If you have a towel nearby, I know I need one already. Dry off. Let me show you the next 4 exercises, okay? So they are, we practice this in warm up, where we hinge at the hip, come back up, and then we go into a squat, where we actually bend the knees, hinge at the hip, and then a squat. Good. We're gonna do plank shoulder taps, followed by elbow up. It's number 2. Number 3, what we call bridge clams, will be in our back. I'm gonna cue you as we go do a bridge, and we're gonna go out and in with the legs. I'll show you when we're down on the ground. That one's on the ground, number 3. And number 4 are those knees with a rotation. Are you ready? All right, let me set up our next timer. Count you in for 10 seconds. Let's go. First exercise, hip hinge to a squat. Oop, I didn't play. You get an extra few seconds. Let's go. So, I'll stand like this, abs tight, tailbone shooting to the ground, knees slightly bent, hands up by the shoulders. Then just at the hips, send those hips back, come on up, squeezing the glutes, and then do a squat. Bend forward just at the hips, come up, and now squat. As you've got that motion down, you could go a little bit faster. Hinge, squat, yes. Hinge, squeeze the glutes, squat. Good work. Next, we have holding a plank. So again, could be plank on the knees or plank on the feet. I like to put mine a bit wide because we're gonna tap the shoulder and then pull the elbow. Let's go, that's our sign to go. So you could just hold the plank. If you want a challenge, you try tapping, tap, and then elbow, elbow, shoulder, shoulder, elbow, elbow. Option to do this with your knees down, but your abs are still engaged. Shoulder, elbow, elbow. Finish it up. Next, we're gonna get down on our backs. A towel. So, bridge. Feet in by your hips, on your toes. Let's go. Lift into that bridge. Try squeezing your knees and your thighs together. And now, you're gonna open up the knees and squeeze. As you open, feel like someone's resisting you from opening those legs. And same thing when you squeeze them back together. Open, close. Keep those hips up. And close. Open and close. All right, come on down. Next up, we're gonna stand up and do those knee with rotation elbows. Let's go. So elbows come down towards the opposite hip, or the hip of the knee that's coming up. The more you reach up and down between each rep, the more it's gonna make it hard to talk, which means your heart rate's gonna go up higher. Good, that's one time through. Let's go, second time. Start with those hip hinge to squat. Shoulders back and down, abs tight. Let's go, hinge at the hips, and up, and squat. Hips, and squat. Good. Hinge, and squat. Keeping the abs engaged helps remind us to keep our lower back and our back straight on that hip hinge. Knees and hips always back far behind the knees. Good work. Holding that plank. with alternate shoulder tap, elbow pull. So I'll show you option one first again. Could be on the knees. I try to get them a bit wide. Tap, shoulder, pull, elbow up, or could be up in that plank. Helps to kind of have your feet wider than a normal plank for balance. And then I put my hands a little bit closer than a normal plank. Again, helps me control, not turning side to side. Get down. That's part of the workout on that exercise, is not letting your hips and shoulders turn side to side. All right, bridge clams, we're gonna call them. Feet close to your butt, heels up, squeeze, but also squeeze the abs so your tailbone is under. Now, once we're there, we open and close. Open and close. Really feel like there's a resistance here. Yes. Squeeze out, squeeze in. Last two, one. Come on down. Let's get up for those knees with rotation. Knee, rotate. Ready? Let's go. Once again, if you want intensity, really reach high with those hands between each knee. If it's too much, just hands on the hips with knees. There we go. Exhale. Good work. One more time through. Then we get one more 1 minute break. So, back to that hip hinge squat. And this way, this time. So again, abs under, hands up, knees slightly bent, hinge at the hips, squat. Hinge at the hips, squat. Good work. You could cross the arms if you want. When you come up, concentrate on really squeezing the glutes, the muscles in your butt. Squeeze, yes. Good work. Down on the ground for those planks. So option, plank on the feet or on the knees. Hands a little bit closer than normal. Feet a little bit wider than normal. Let's go. Tap shoulder, shoulder, elbow, elbow. So we're working our core here, but we're also working our arms. You know, putting all that weight on one arm through the shoulder. So if you have shoulder issues, this might not be a good exercise for you. In that case, just hold the plank so your weight is distributed between both hands. There's our timer. Onto that clam bridge clam. That's not what we call it. Down on our back. What matters is how hard we work. Up on the toes, heels up. Squeeze those knees and thighs together, and now open and close. Abs in also. You really want to think about that your tailbone is shooting towards your knees when they're together. It's down and under. Yes, feel that resistance. Last two. Last one. Good, come on down. Hug those knees just for a second. And our last exercise for this circuit, those knees with a rotation of the upper body. Ready? Let's go. Think about elbows to the opposite hip, contracting in the abs, reaching high between each one. 10 seconds. work. All right. Take 1 minute break. How you doing? Hanging in there? Good. I just realized I've had the music on repeat, which is embarrassing. So I'm gonna change that. So we keep going through the playlist. Okay. Let's go. You got a little extra break there, huh? All right. Next 4 exercises are those butt kicks we did with the press in the warm-up. We did practice this once in the warm-up, butt kick press. Next up, tricep push-ups. We're gonna do something that goes 3, 2, 1, and power up. Okay? Next we have some squats where you could either stay on both feet or you could raise the heel of one and do almost, this is stepping in towards or graduating in towards a 1 leg squat. Okay? You've got some weight on this foot, but a lot more weight on this leg. And we'll switch as we go through. And last but not least, something fun for today. I'm gonna call it the twist. So you might normally see it jumping. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna twist our toe up on our toes and twist. Okay, so are you ready? It's the last circuit. Let me restart our timer. Count you in for 10 seconds. And we've got that first exercise, which is butt kick arm press. Ready? Let's go. Kick the butt and press. So you could go slow, or you could really push. If it's too much, you do it without the arms. Adding the arms really adds an intensity level, especially raising our arms up and down over our head. If your shoulders don't allow overhead, you could do pressing forward if it's easier on your shoulders. Okay? Good. Those tricep push-ups. So for that, our elbows are not out. Our elbows are close to the body. See how close they are? So I'm doing these on the knees. You can either bring your knees nice and close, option 1. Option 2 like this. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Power up. 3, 2, 1. So we want to go down slow and then press up fast. Slow, press up fast. 3, 2, 1. That's an option. You could go at your own pace, of course, as with all these exercises. 2, 1. Last one. Press. Whew, good work. We'll change the tempo next time. Reverse it. Squat with one heel up. Ready? Shoulders back and down. Abs tight. Raise one heel. Now squat. Even though I'm on the heel or on the toe, I'm still sending my hips back and keeping my knees behind the toes. Okay? We'll switch legs next time. If this is too much pressure or weight on one leg for you, put that heel back down, do a regular squat. Come up, squeeze the glutes, squeeze the quads. Good work. Last one. And now last but not least, that twist. We're really gonna get some good rotation in the core. Hands can be wherever you want. Have some fun with it. Ready? Let's go. So, knees go side to side, and upper body goes the opposite way. You see? So we don't need to jump, just need to twist a little bit. Really engage the core though. We could just swing through this. No, core in, firm. Twist, twist, twist. Good work. All right, back to those butt kick, arm press. Take a deep breath. Calm that heart rate down a little bit. Abs engaged, shoulders back and down. Let's go. So you could do this vigorously. If your shoulders feel a little bit of pain from this or pressure, you could change it to a press out, okay? If it's too intense, hands on the hips. Let's go. Less than 5. Ready? Good work. Next up, those tricep push-ups. So this time we're gonna go down real quick, and 3, 2, 1 on the way up. And again, the closer your knees are to your hands, the easier it'll be. So we go down quick, up, 3, 2, 1. Go down quick, 3, 2, 1. Down, 3, 2, 1. So if it's getting tough, knees in. Down, 3, 2, 1. Down, 3, 2, 1. Key is keeping those elbows close to the body. Down, last one. 3, 2, 1. There's that bell. Buzzer, alarm. Whatever it's called. 1. It's not a one-leg squat, but our lead up into a one-leg squat. Other heel up now. Knees slightly bent. Let's go. Squat. Hips back and down. Back and down. Arms are always tight. Hip back. Yes. Good. Keep your chin in a little bit towards your chest. Try not to strain looking up at a screen or anything. Yes. Almost there. Good work. And now that twist. Should have played some 60s music, 50s. Shoulders back and down, abs tight. So it's knees to one side, hands to the other. And really engaging in here. Think about the movement not coming from the arms and the legs so much, but from the abs. You can go slower if you're starting to get some cramps. Three, 2, 1. Good work. One more time through. Catch your breath. Butt kick, arm press. Whew. Ready? Let's go. Add some vigor. Last time through for each of these exercises. Keep those abs tight. Belly button into the spine. Good, keep pressing. You could do out if shoulders feel tension in them or pain. Ready? Good work. Next, those tricep push-ups. All right, we'll just do them even, down 2, up 2 this time. Okay? I'm gonna go on the knees, hips down, shoulders forward, elbows close to the body, going towards the back of the room, and up. Down for 2, and up. Yes. Really try to squeeze those arms into your sides, have them touching the side of your body. This one's tough. Keep that head up, away from the ground. Any more? That's it. Ooh. All right. So if we get for one-legged squats, I'll cue you halfway through to change sides. Or you could just do two-legged squats the whole time. Lift one heel, doesn't matter which one. Squat. And up. Again, always keeping our head up above the chest. So we don't want our heads coming down like this. No. It's definitely going to make us very dizzy and lightheaded. Keep that head up. Switch. I may have forgot to cue you halfway. We've got 5, 4, 3. Oh, there's a 2. Let's just do one more. Why not? Good work. And last but not least, that twist. 30 seconds left, that's it. So again, knees to one side, shoulders to the other. You can go start by going slow and then move into it. Our concentration is on what's happening in the core. Really try to get a good rotation in there, but still keeping hold of that contraction. There's a resistance to that twist of your own muscles. 3, 2, 1. Good work, everyone. You made it through. Sorry, you made it through those 30 minutes of intense intervals. Next up, we're gonna go down on that mat and do some core work. All right, get a tiny sip of water. Not too much or the water will slosh around in your stomach. Put my mat down, or my towel, another breath. And I'm gonna get our next timer started. Our core timer, so it's 45 seconds on, 15 seconds between exercises. There'll be 5 exercises, which we'll do twice each, okay? So, first one, on your back, feet up. You're gonna first engage the abdominal muscles. We're gonna crunch, we're gonna do a scissor, finish the crunch. Let's go. Crunch, scissor, scissor, and down. Don't worry about that beeping. That signals the end of our last circuit. Crunch, scissor. So, challenge. More challenging would be to go all the way down with those scissors. If you're just starting, a little scissor would be fine. Okay, what's important is that this lower back does not come up when you take those legs down. Crunch, hold it, belly button in. Hold the belly button in, lower back down, and release. Crunch. Good, hug those knees. Deep breath. Next, feet on the ground, palms up. It's a crunch, tap one foot, tap the other foot, come back down. Slow and controlled. Let's go. Crunch, tap, come to the center and stop. Tap, center and stop, come down. Why am I emphasizing that stop? Because I want you to work very efficiently these abdominal muscles. If you're just swinging from side to side, you'll be using a lot of momentum and really not getting the full benefit of doing the crunch. Yes, we want muscles. Momentum doesn't help us. We're almost there. 5 seconds left. Let's try and do one more. Up, tap, tap, and finish. Okay. Next up, we have a plank on the forearms because our wrists might be sore from all those push-ups. And I'm gonna have to move over a bit. We're gonna, so starting on the plank. Now we're gonna put one knee down, lift the foot up and over, back, and come up. So knee down, straight leg goes up and over to the side, up and back onto the plank. Knee down, same leg, up and over. So it's a bit of glute work. It's good plank, ab work, works a little bit the sides of our body. If you find that tough, you could just do a lift up. You could do just a tiny tap to the side. Or if you've been doing it a while, a big tap out to the side. Good work. All right, next we have some Supermans. So, down on our stomach. So, option one, let's go hands by the shoulders. We just lift the shoulders up and lower slowly. Up for 2, down for 2. If you want a challenge, you do this with arms out. Longer levers means more weight. I don't want to strain my neck or back today, so I'm keeping my hands in by my shoulder for these Supermans. Yes, chin in. Almost there. Last 3, 2, 1. Good work. And the 5th exercise is a V-sit with a rotation. So, sitting up nice and tall, shoulders back and down. We lean back until we feel tension here. It's a moment before collapsing. Keep it straight. Arms out in front. We're gonna tap back and to the front. Tap back to the front. Good. Always keeping those hips forwards where they are. Upper body is rotating so that arm taps back. Of course, you could try balancing, lifting those feet off if you want to challenge. 5 seconds left. Good work. One more time through, then we get to stretch. All right, let's lay down on our back. It's those half crunch, scissor, finish the crunch. You could also do this with knees bent. Crunch, scissor, finish the crunch as an option to make it a little bit less challenging. Again, it's that concept of longer leg, longer arm, what we'd say longer lever, makes where you're doing the work more of a challenge. Makes it feel like more weight the longer that lever. Again, concentrate on holding this back, lower back into the ground when we scissors. Good work, knees in. Next up is that crunch, tap the feet. Whew. All right, feet down, palms up, shoulders away from the ears. Let's go. Crunch, tap one foot, center, tap, center, roll down, up, tap, tap, roll down. Again, try alternating which side you go to first. If you find your head straining or your neck, you could rest your neck or your head in your hands a little bit, keeping your elbows out wide and just making that same motion here. But it's the imagery of having those hands coming to the feet that can help us. All right, we've got a 15-second break. Got those planks with the leg tap. Again, if you are not needing a challenge or you're just starting, just doing a leg raise could be beneficial. Or you could go out to the side as far as you can. Up and out to the side, back, and then go up into the plank. Knee down, up and over, up and back, plank. Knee down, straight leg up and over, up and over. Good work for some tiny glute muscles. This is challenging. It's a really hard one. So go as far as you can up and over. It may not look very big or feel very big, but it's definitely a big effort. Good work. Keep trying. Excellent. All right, tiny child's pose. Next up, we have some Supermans or back extensions. So, down on the stomach. Again, hands in by the shoulders, chin in. Lift the shoulders up and slowly lower. It's simple, but effective. If you want more challenge, The further out your hands go forward, the more challenging it'll be. Chin into that chest. Let's go. 5 seconds. Good work. One more. Those V-sits with a tap to the back. V-sit rotation. So, start nice and tall, shoulders down and back. Lean back a bit. Hands forward. Let's rotate and tap to the front. Rotate and tap. Adding on, you could lift those feet a little bit. If it's straining in your hips to lift I usually let my knees go out a little bit. A bit more strain here. Targets more the abs. So we let those knees go out rather than just hip flexors. Good work, you guys. Less than 5. Last one. Oy, good work. All right, I'd like everyone to roll down onto their back. Hug those knees in nice and close to your chest. Maybe you would rock side to side or make some little circles with your knees. Whatever feels good as long as you're hugging those knees in. Oop. Sorry, hit my camera there. All right, I am gonna get some nice stretching music for us, something a little more calm, and it's time to really relax. Take some nice deep breaths while we're down here. Inhale and really pull those knees up to the chest. So we've really got the thighs in. All right, 1 foot down. We'll do those hamstrings. We usually do them this way. Pushing our heel up to the ceiling. If you need extra stretch, we gently pull that leg towards us. If you're very flexible, you may grab onto your toe and pull in. This is the one case where it's okay to have a fairly straight leg because we don't have any weight on it. If we're yanking on it, it might not be so good. But as long as it's just a gentle pull from here, from the calf, it's fine to really push that leg straight and that heel up to the ceiling. All right, cross that foot onto the opposite thigh, reach behind and pull in. Stay there. You could try an additional stretch where we slide the thighs together as close as you can. Keep the feet flexed. Grab the thighs or the calf muscles and pull in. Just a slightly different angle on those hips. Or you can stay where we were originally. Deep breath. And now gently release, untangle those legs, feet on the ground. The other heel pushes up to the ceiling. To add more stretch, we can gently pull that leg towards us. Again, because a lot of us, especially these days, spend a lot of time sitting at screens. Hamstrings are typically very tight. So, some of us will just have, a good stretch working on just straightening that leg. But if you're someone who's done a lot of dance or some kind of yoga or activities where you've worked on flexibility, you're going to need to pull a little bit on that leg to intensify the stretch. Whew. Okay, foot on the opposite thigh, knee away, reach behind the thigh and pull it in. Again, keeping feet flexed, this is important. Toes coming up towards the knee. It's going to protect your knee from any twisting motion we have here on it. Just bring your attention back to your breath and your breathing, slowing it down. Now you could stay here, keep stretching the hip this way, or you could do what we did on the other side where we slide the thighs together, inner thighs together. If you can reach up by either the knee here or the calf and kind of pull the two calves in towards you, you'll get a slightly different stretch on that hip. But be gentle, okay? These stretches should not ever be painful. It should be, I wouldn't even want to say uncomfortable. It should be comfortable. Almost like a tickle, I guess, or just a gentle stretch, really. Deep breath. And gently release. All right, let's come on up, sitting, turn over onto all fours, and let's do a down dog stretch, okay? So we'll come up, we're on all fours. If you don't like down dog, you could do a cat and cow here, or we could straighten those legs and try to push back with the hands, push the hips up towards the ceiling. A lot of us, our knees might need to be bent like this. Work on getting those legs straight and sending the tailbone up to the ceiling. I also like to wiggle my hips a little bit from side to side, gives a little bit of a different stretch. All right, let's walk our hands back to our feet, and we're gonna roll up one vertebra at a time, slowly stacking them till we get to the top. Now, once we're here, we're going to take a step forward, tilt the hips, and get a nice stretch in this hip flexor. Keep holding. I'm gonna go back to it. Yes. Very good. Good. Come on back up onto this leg. Grab that leg that's back there, knees together, and really push this hip forward and push the hand into the foot. So knees are together, not like this or like this. Hips are coming forward. Yeah, good stretch for those quads. Gently release. Let's do the other side. So step forward, little step forward, tilt the hips, and stretch through this front hip flexor. Just a few seconds. Good. Now we'll transfer our weight onto the front leg. Pick up our back foot, knees together, hips forward. So one line with our body. There we go. Knees together, hips forward. Push the foot into the hand for a good quad stretch. And we'll gently release. And let's take 3 deep breaths to finish. Let's go. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. And that is everything. Our 1 hour full body workout, interval workout. You choose the intensity. I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Congratulate yourself on showing up and doing this hard work. It's really a great investment that you're making in your health and your future, your well-being. If you enjoyed this workout, please hit the thumbs up button below. Thumbs up like this, down below. You can also hit subscribe so that you don't miss any future videos that I do. Feel free to leave a comment saying what you enjoyed or what you would like to see more of. Shorter videos, longer videos, I don't know. And with that, you know what, I wish you a really great day, a great week, and bye for now.